Welcome to another planning video. Today I'm going to show you how I use my cousin. The way that I've been using it is mostly as a memory keep. It's a great system for me, but I've been inspired to include a few other trackers this year, which I'm going to show you today. We're going to do a bit of decorating. I printed off some photos from Pinterest that I want to use to decorate the inside of my cousin. And yeah, I just thought I would record my first fresh pages of the new year. I'm not going to record my journal entries, but I'll show you how I set up the vertical weeklies, the monthlies, what I'm going to do with that funky index type section at the front, and we're going to decorate a few of the front pages today. You probably saw in an earlier video I chose to use this as my cover. It's actually the Unsoto pencil board that's just slid in here into the front cover. I just think it looks really pretty and I really like it as my cover. I might change the cover over the course of the year, depending on the mood. Let me show you what I've done already. I'm hoping not to lose the natural light, but it is a little bit late in the day. I can always light this really cute candle, but yeah, hoping to keep the light for the remaining hours of the day. This section has always stumped me. I did not use it in my Han last year, but I did see, I'm not sure of the channel owner's name, but her channel is called The Common Corner. I saw her set this up as a sleep tracker in her Avec. And I thought that that was a brilliant use of these kind of index pages. My sleeping has been pretty good overall, but I have noticed in the past few years that my sleeping patterns have changed. And I do want to keep track of how much sleep I get. I'm a much happier person if I get 9 to 10 hours of sleep a night. I'm a big sleeper. So this is how I've set it up, and we'll see. I might not use it this way for the whole year, but this is how I'm starting out. So we're January 2nd today. This is how my sleep was last night. I've got 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, time to go to bed, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, time to get up. I generally don't get up later than 9, or I generally don't wake up later than 9. So I woke up at like 5:30 this morning. I've been waking up extremely early. And not only that, but I had a disturbed night. I was up about 3:30, so I just put a little red squiggle there to indicate that I had a disturbed night. So I think I'll just use that to indicate like how many times do I wake up, if I wake up for a duration. And then I have a section at the bottom here to just write reflections about, well, what was going on this month that might have disrupted my sleep. Just try to get a sense of how to get a good night's sleep. We're all after a good night's sleep, I think. So I thought that was a really interesting way to use this. The other way you could use this would be as an index. I've never done that. I never bothered to fill in an index for the days in my journal. I really feel like using this as a sleep tracker is going to be really beneficial for me, but we'll see how it goes over the course of the month. Then we have the monthly. I love using my monthly for gratitude and memorable experiences or events that happen. So for example, we rang in the new year playing trivia. I played trivia with some friends. We actually won, which was really fun. And then yesterday, the first day of the new year, I decided that I was going to have a kind of an open house. So I just put a few notes about those. I don't necessarily write something for every day, but it's a nice way to use the monthly spread as a memory keep. You can make notes in the margins. Sometimes I'll note in the margin birthdays or special dates, that sort of thing. This is how I like to use the monthly section of the Hobonichi as a memory keeper. Then we have the vertical calendar. So I actually realized that I don't think I have monthly, weekly tabs. It's something I'm going to have to pick up somewhere. Pretty sure I don't have those. I just have the months. Okay, so eventually we will put these in, but let's flip to the weeklies. For the weekly spreads, I usually do a time block. Sometimes it's a planning of time blocking. And sometimes I have to backfill, so I'll go back and look at my day and just fill in how I spent my day. So for example, the first half of New Year's Day, I cleaned the house like a maniac. And the second half of New Year's Day, we had the drop-in where friends dropped by. And it's funny because I bought a box of oysters, but everybody was too lazy to even shuck oysters. We had a really nice time, but we were all tired out and we all just hung around and chatted, and it was really fun. Once work starts, some of you may know I'm a teacher and I get a new schedule every semester. I'll put in the dates and times of my classes. I'll put in scheduled time for working out. And usually what I do is I'll block off from about 10 p.m. on the bottom of this spread, because I usually am in bed by then. So I find it goes all the way until, 4 in the morning. So what are you going to do with that on a weekly? So I usually block it off. And that is where I keep track of my fitness. I'll often write a note about how many steps I walked. So if we take, for example, I haven't been working out at all because it's been the holidays. I don't even think I was wearing my watch yesterday. So I don't think I tracked it. Oh no, I did. Okay, so yesterday was a very, very quiet day. I sat around doing nothing. I did 3 minutes of exercise. That's pretty funny. Anyway, it's not starting off great. I haven't started my exercise goals yet. I'll write in like my move was 240 out of 600 calories. I mean, I did a lot of cleaning, but I guess it didn't burn very many calories. My exercise was 3 out of 30 minutes. That's hilarious. I usually do a lot more than this. I think it's also because I was charging my watch and so I wasn't wearing it for the first part of the day. The standing, I did 7 out of 10 hours. And my steps were, wow, this is kind of pathetic, 3,027 steps and 0 flights. So I like to record the flights as well that I climbed. And sometimes I'll do a fitness challenge with a friend and I'll record in there if I met the points, because you can earn points. So yeah, I keep this bottom section for tracking all of my fitness and exercise goals. I keep it all in here because I don't track it in my weeks. So this is how I use this spread, and I'll put my to-do list sometimes here, although I do have it in my weeks, my daily carry. So that's how I use the weeks section. Now let's see, in terms of, I'll talk about the turning the page to a new year in a minute. I haven't filled in my journal entry for the first yet. I think I may have shown you in another video. I usually print out a photo and I lay it out like a Polaroid. Let me just get my Han and I can show you. I'm going to kind of cover up the writing here, but just to give you a sense of what my daily entries look like. I don't even remember what I wrote. I think I wrote about my new fountain pen. That's okay. So yeah, I got a pair of ice skates for Christmas from my daughter. This is the 30th of December, my entry for the 30th of December. It's okay, you can see this. It's just me writing about my new fountain pen and writing about exchanging the skates because I got them in the wrong size, and then doing some decoration. I said it was 10 degrees today, me no like. I mostly just read, filmed videos, knit Nola sweater, and edited. Loving this in between time. So this is what a typical journal entry will look like for me. I'm trying to set aside about half an hour to 45 minutes in the evenings to try to keep up with my journal entries, but I'm not going to get upset if I don't. I will just backfill entries. This is actually getting kind of puffy, which is fun. I haven't done my entry for the first yet. We're the second today, and I'm actually getting ready to travel. So I'm debating whether I'm going to bring my journal with me. Sometimes I get really stressed out at the idea of bringing my journal with me because I'm worried I might lose it, and I feel like if I lost it, I would be so upset. I may just bring another notebook with me and then backfill the pages. I'm not sure yet. In terms of the setting goals, this section it says turning the page to a new year in the cousin is an area that you can delineate some goals, some ideas. 2025 is the year of the snake, and I found this graphic on Pinterest and I printed it out and I taped it in. I have this washi. It's a Klimt inspired washi. And I've just divided this page into sections for lifestyle, social, YouTube, because I do have a booktube channel, health and wellness, travel, hobbies, work and finances. And I haven't filled in everything here except for my hobbies, which I've been really thinking a lot about. And of course they're related to health and wellness, but I got those skates. So I definitely want to go skating. I want to do a lot more journaling. I have some cross-country skis and I've signed up for lessons to learn how to use them, and I'd like to play tennis more. I started playing tennis in the summer and in the fall, and I had a really great time doing that. And I've also been roller skating, so I guess I could say skating / roller skating. I'm just kind of listing my hobbies here just to keep a focus on them. In terms of health and wellness, for example, I'd like to do strength training 3 to 4 times a week. That's one example. So it's more for me about thinking about habit forming, like what kind of habits am I going to form? Like usually with YouTube, I upload 1 video a week, for example, and I think that's about all I can manage. So this is a great way to kind of focus your intentions in terms of these different areas of life. Travel, I'm going to the sea. I know I'm going to be going to the UK this year. And so maybe I'll do another trip as well. I'm not sure. The other thing that I've done here that I think is very helpful is to break out goals or intentions in terms of the quarters of the year. So I've delineated on the opposite page, Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, and I've written out the months. So January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Because I find that if you think about the year in these quarters, it feels more manageable to be able to identify, like, so for example, what do I want to focus on in the first quarter of the year? So I had said here, like 3 to 4 days at the gym, for example. I want to learn how to roller skate backwards. That's my big goal. In terms of my work and finances, it's been 2 years since my dad died and I'm trying to settle his estate, so I really want to close the estate this year. For the second quarter, something I'm really interested in doing is coming up with some merch for my booktube channel, so that's something that I want to think about for the second quarter. And then I've divided it into like really 2/3 of the section is to identify what I want to focus on, and then the second third is my results. So how did I do? Not so much just as out of curiosity to see, like, was this too lofty? Do I need to cut back, or could I be doing more? Just to keep me focused. I really like the idea of this. It's a really great spread, I think. I'm really happy with it. I don't think that I have to set necessarily like New Year's resolutions, but it's nice to think about your year as a full and complete chapter of your life. Obviously, things happen that are out of our control, but so much of our life experience we can shape and we can put effort and energy into. So I think it's kind of, I don't know, makes me feel excited to think about life in that way. I'm not the most ambitious person. I don't think. I've become less ambitious as I get older, but I think it's really nice to think about the year this way. So that's my turning the page to a new year. I hope that that gives you some inspiration. Now I'm really excited to decorate. Oh, I made this really big. Oops. I feel like I made this way too big. Oops. Maybe I will just cut it down. Maybe I'll just cut it down in terms of the image itself. Let's see. So I have these images. I have this image of, I really like this image of this girl reading in a bookshop. This image of a girl in a garden. That's really pretty. I did a lot of gardening this summer and I really enjoyed it and I want to do more. And then this image is just somebody's art desk, and I just find it really inspirational, and I think it's beautiful to look at. So I'm going to decorate the front of my cousin with this. First, let me just cut it out as is, and then I'll decide how to cut it down. My printer is almost out of ink, so I don't want to go back and print it again. I don't want to waste the ink. I just print this with a regular HP inkjet printer, but the ink is quite expensive, so I don't really want to overuse the ink. So we're going to have to make this work. I should have measured beforehand, but I typically just am a bit impulsive, impetuous, as they once wrote in my report card. My teacher would always write that I was very impetuous, and I think that that's true. I'm an Aries, and I tend to jump in head first into things, you know, sometimes without taking the time to measure and do my due diligence. But I think that's just part of my creative process. Everyone has a different, oh, look at that, it fits. It actually fits. Okay, wow. I thought it was too big when I looked at it before. That's wonderful. Okay, so let's glue that in. That's exciting that that fits. I need to get my glue. Brutal how quickly we lose the light here. It's only like 3:30 in the afternoon, and already the light is really thin. It's really waning. That's what happens in the winter here. And I'm sitting right in front of the window to get the best light. Okay, so let's do that. Exciting. Oh, I love that. I'll try to get it straight. Sort of straight. Yeah, it's straight enough. Straight enough. Yes. I really like that. I think that looks really nice. Okay, and so then I think this is what I'm going to put on the front. I had another image of travel that I was going to include, but I ended up not printing that. Maybe I will print the travel image and save the gardening image for another day or another part of the book. Some of you will know that I'm a very big reader. Planning stuff is a new obsession, is a new addition to my repertoire, you could say. Oh, yeah, I think I'm going to put this like here. And I don't know if I'm going to put like the journal of, or I actually bought a Midori notebook, and it has a sticker that can kind of be like a nameplate sticker, which I think I'm going to put in here. So put this here. I don't know if I put enough glue on there. Might have to re-glue some of that. Yeah, I actually got this set of Midori notebooks, and in the set of Midori notebooks, there's this cool label sticker, which I think I'm going to use in the front of my, or the idea. No, I think I'll use the label sticker, maybe two of them. I'm just going to put it here, place it like this, over the front, and then I was going to get my fountain pen, and I think I'm going to put "2025. I don't know what else I want to write. I have some really pretty flower stickers, so I might decorate with this. It's quite pretty. Yeah. I think I'm happy with that. I don't even know if I'm happy with that. I think I am. I don't know. I feel like the space is empty. Maybe I need to write something else. What could I write? I'm going to put 2025 in 365 days. There. That's what I've decided to do. I haven't shown you guys my pen. This is my new Coeco Sport pen. Haven't even shown this off. I love it. Right now it has black ink in it, I think, just black. I got black and gray ink. I'm loving it. So I actually really like the way this looks as my cover. I'm not going to do anything more than that. Opens up to this and this. Very nice. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. And then we get into my sleep tracker and my body clock. Then we have the full month layout with the little gratitude and milestones. Then we have the week layout. I haven't decorated this yet. I could put a sticker here. Maybe we'll put a sticker there. I'm gonna put a sticker there. I have these really nice stickers. Put this one there. Nope. This is my problem with laying down stickers. Okay, so we had kind of a party where we had cheese boards and stuff, so I think I'll just put down this board. That's nice. Okay, so yeah, I kind of decorate as I go, and then have the turning the page over the page to the new year, which I'm very happy with. I'm just gonna go ahead and put in my monthly tabs to finish off the setup. All my monthly tabs in. October, for some reason, is sticking out like a sore thumb. October has decided to stick out, so I might have to fix that afterwards to try to get them a little more even. But for the moment, well, let's see if we can fix it. Let's try to get October a little bit more in line with the other months. Okay. Okay, that's the best it's going to be, I think. Okay, I fixed them. Okay, so that's it. I guess I'm going to have to decorate this front part as well. I'll do one final flip through for you guys. Still have more decorating to do. It'll be fun to do some more decorating and then check in with you at that point. I really want to get some weekly tabs here. I can use my little Midori clips for now. So this is my little sleep tracker. So there we have the sleep tracker. And we have the monthly. Just put that here for now. These Midori clips are just so freaking useful, can I just say? So yeah, that's so useful because then I can just flip right to. I'll get some index tabs, but this is just they're very useful to flip to the page that you want to flip to. Okay, and then I want to get to my weekly. Weeklies take up a lot of space here. And then my weekly. So yeah, like I said, my cover, which I'm happy with for the moment. We'll see how it evolves. And then we've got the sleep tracker, body tracker situation. We've got the monthly calendar with the gratitude and milestones. Hopefully I can write in a couple months, skated backwards successfully. And then we have my fitness tracking on the bottom, like a daily blocking in the week section. And then we have our turning the page to a new year layout. And then I'm gonna fill in my first journal entry of 2025. I have to decorate this too. I'm not sure what I'm going to put here. And all of my beautiful tabs. October's still looking a little wonky. But there you have it. My setup for my 2025 Hobonichi cousin. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I'll see you soon.